What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind when we rewind.
Hey guys, listen, when I tell you this story is not dying down anytime soon, and honestly, I don't see that it will because Tamar has not spoken yet. So we really cannot dead the entire issue until she speaks. And I do feel that an investigation probably should be taking place because not just for criminal intents and purposes, but to find out what really happened. And I talked about this in one of my previous commentaries where I said, there should be some type of surveillance footage. I mean, I would imagine she has cameras in her home, even if it were just her in her home, to see if she actually was sleepwalking. And if she was, what happened? But saw this video. And I've never listened to this podcast before, but it was in my recommendeds, and I decided to listen to it just to see what he had to say. Choke no joke. He was on this podcast called Be High ATL. And I'm going to share this video with you guys because he had some things to say, and it was completely like, oh, wow. Definitely might not be what Funky Dineva wants to hear, but listen, at this point in time, it ain't even about him. And he had some interesting things to say about this situation. So I want to share this video with you guys. Let's just go ahead and get into this commentary. And I will have the full video link in the description box for you guys.
In trending topics, though, Joe, Tamar Braxton, she recently for the fall, which, she kind of messed up her nose and her mouth at one time. She said she just woke up in a pool of blood and didn't realize how she wound up in that situation, man. What were your thoughts when you saw that going on, man?
Oh, she said she fell?
Well, I don't know if she fell or not. I don't know. She just said she just woke up in a pool of blood. I don't know if she said she fell.
Well, I talked about this on my channel. I don't know if she fell, right? Yeah. She was hanging out with these two dudes.
Yeah.
One of them was that the gay dude, Funky Dineva.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if he a man now again, because he don't be doing all the antics.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? He said, I don't know if he's a man now again because he don't be doing all the antics. That tripped me out, but let's continue.
Or whatever. But he was hanging out with her, and then he did a video like, man, I don't know what happened, man. We took an Uber to her house. I got out the car. I ain't going to the house. I went and got in my car and I left. But when he said we, it was more than him and her that went to our house.
Yeah.
So we don't know if who was a part of that we. One of them may have went in our house with her, and we don't know if she could have got drugged, and we don't know if she fell or the weeds might have beat her ass.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But if I was her, I would get a blood test.
Yeah. See
if, a toxicology report and see what was in her system.
Yeah.
See if they drugged her.
Yeah.
And see if what happened. I would definitely check surveillance cameras and see if she walked in the house alone.
Yeah.
And see if,
like I was saying, I talked about this.
Somebody left out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know if she was intoxicated and fell or whatever, but I know a female in the entertainment industry that had a similar situation where she was hanging out with a rapper.
Yeah.
And they went to this mogul house and she was drunk and was clowning because the mogul had some pictures of him on the wall where he was cross-dressing, right? And she like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the rapper's like, yo, chill out. Yo, you can get us killed. Like, she like, man, what the fuck? And she woke up in her house in a pool of blood, all her teeth knocked out, and came conscious and got to her phone, called 911, when the ambulance came and she went to the hospital and they gave her a blood test, she had meth in her system. She had coke in her system, horse tranquilizers, and this girl don't get high.
Crazy.
And, you know,
That's crazy. And this is the type of talk that people were alluding to when it comes to Funky Dineva, especially because of his, some say just past, but some say past and present activities that he likes to indulge in. Even on that first video, when he was talking about the Tamar situation, he was like, I had me an edible. That's what he said. So he clearly likes to get high. So that's why some people were alluding to it. And now he's talking about this and giving an example of a similar situation.
and then, after that, it was another situation where, people was looking for her, and I remember her telling me, she was at the light and she was in LA at this time, and the car ran into the back of her. Bam! She like, what the hell? She looked out, two dudes jumped out, they running up to her car, and she took off, and stuff, and then she went into hiding and stuff. So I don't know if Tamar is a subject of somebody trying to offer, or she was just intoxicated and may have felt like you said and woke up, but to get a broken nose, teeth knocked out your mouth, this, that, and the other, and you don't remember anything. I'm gonna wait and see what she say, as far as she got to give some type of explanation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she looked at her surveillance cameras. By now, she should have had a drug test. And before we speak more on it, let's just see what did she say about it. But the Funky Dineva dude, he sounded suspect to me. Because first he said he didn't know what happened. And then he said, oh, well, she said 4 teeth was missing. She called me up for Dr. Heatherly's phone number, who, shout out to Dr. Heatherly. She's a dentist, or what do they call, orthodontist, something like that?
Orthodontist.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It just seems real suspect to me, but we'll see when Tamar comes out and speak if it was some foul play. But to me, I don't think that it's just she went home after a party and just fell on her face. I doubt that.
Listen, guys, and it's Beehive TV. I said ATL because of the caps that were on the on the table, as you saw. But like I said, I will put the full video link in the description box if you want to check it out. And yeah, go over there and support the channel, subscribe, and all of that. But it was a very interesting perspective. And I also heard what Tasha K had to say about this situation on her app last night, but I'm not going to share that because it was on the app. It was not on YouTube. So, but she had a lot of interesting things to say and a lot of things to make you think about it. And if you've been on her Instagram, then you saw that she called him a crackhead. So, listen, it is what it is, but I thought it was also refreshing to hear this guy who has not had any experience with Funky Dineva, doesn't know a whole lot about him. Say, I don't know if he's a man again because he don't have all, he's not doing all the antics like he was doing. So this isn't even somebody that is that familiar with Funky Dineva, and he's saying he seems suspect in this situation. So I wanted to share this to give people an open mind because I know the Funky Bunch, they're just like 10 toes down, 10 fingers down in the sand. So they're on all fours for their homeboy, their nigga, Funky Dineva. When I ain't saying that he did anything, and even that's not what Choke said. He said there was somebody else too. And it sounds like he knows more than what he is letting on. So he's not even saying that he did anything. But that's the issue where it comes to Funky Dineva. All of this stuff that he came out to say, I said it initially. I said he's protesting too much. It's like he's saying too much, and it's making a lot of people think that he knows a whole lot more than what he's letting on. And now the fact that he's coming out here and dragging her, it makes it seem a whole lot more like, wow, there's something else going on. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. And just like I said before, and you heard Choke No Joke say in this interview just now, we have not heard her speak yet. So let's wait and see what happens. Also, let's wait to hear her speak. And a lot of people, they're not interested in hearing what she has to say because they just feel like because of all the past antics or whatever. And I get that. I understand. It's like the boy who cried wolf situation. When people continuously, constantly, they always have an issue. It's always something going on. When something actually does happen, and a lot of people are just tired of it, and it's like, here we go again. And this is the time when you actually do need the support and the help. But I wanted to share this. I really want to know what you guys think, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.